Before listing a relocation property, you need to make sure you have proper approval from the relo company to list. If you receive a call from the relo company or the Gary Green Relo Department to go ahead and list the property, then you're fine. But if you get a call from the customer saying they selected you and want you to list, you need to stop and make sure that they've been given proper approval to list. Many times the transferees will get excited and want to go ahead and start, but the relo company doesn't have all the paperwork they need to proceed, so we need to make sure we have proper approval. You can either ask the Gary Green Relo Department if we have approval to proceed, or you can contact the relocation company contact directly and ask. When listing a relocation property, you would just list it as you normally would, but there are a few exceptions. The first exception, you do use the TAR Residential Real Estate Listing Agreement, the exclusive right to sell. That's typical, but a few exceptions on that is the listing period should not exceed 90 days. That's kind of a general relo rule. So 90-day maximum listing. The commission should not exceed 6%, and in some cases it should not exceed 5%. If you're unsure of your maximum commission rate, check with the Gary Green Relo Department before listing. In nearly every case, the commission should be split 50-50 with the buyer's agent. On the exclusive right to sell in paragraph 12I, write the relocation company's name in. Also in the exclusive right to sell in paragraph 19, you need to check box O and write in the words broker exclusion clause. With relocation listings, you always have a broker exclusion clause, and that needs to be made a part of the exclusive right to sell listing agreement. You want to have all parties sign the listing agreement and the exclusion clause, and you want to make sure you're using the correct exclusion clause. For instance, if you have a Cardis exclusion clause, you don't want to use it with a Brookfield, or vice versa. If you have a Brookfield exclusion clause, you don't want to use it with Cardis. So make sure you're using the correct exclusion clause, and make sure all parties sign it, and make sure it is made a proper part of the listing agreement. Be sure to have the customer complete and sign all the Texas disclosures, the MUD disclosures, and any other required disclosures. For each disclosure completed by the customers, you'll need to send a blank one to the relo company. Once you have everything signed and executed and all ready to go, you'll send it to the relo company, and you'll copy the Gary Green Relo Department. Also, remember, if the transferee, the customer, provides you with an inspection report from a previous purchase of the property where they bought it, say a year or two ago, they give that to you, make sure you disclose it to the relo company and send it to Gary Green as well.